Morning, everybody. This phone just shit the bed on me, so start over. I was saying, oh, this is well, I mean, this is the day that St. Louis made for us. It's low 60s, low humidity. It is crystal clear. It's it's another day that most people have to pay for. Um, yeah, kid and I made a new friend yesterday. Victoria, hi Victoria, if you're watching. Um, she comes up to the pond here before she goes to work, and she comes up to watch the fishermen fish because it brings her peace. It's called catharsis, and so pleasantries. Hi, how you doing? Blah blah blah. I come up here to watch the guys fish. Cool. Do you ever fish? No, I never have. So well, you're in luck. I happen to have an extra rod and reel here. She comes on over, and I hook her up with some bait, and she wasn't afraid of it. But she wasn't afraid of getting her hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? But I hooked her up with the first one, and the kid shooting it. She took the other rod over here, and she went over and fished with the kid and me, and I kind of explained to her that what the Ick Boys is what we're kind of doing here, and neither one of us knows a damn thing about nothing about fishing, and she doesn't know a damn thing about nothing about fishing. We made her an honorary Ick Boy, so welcome, Victoria. Anyway, so it's good to meet you. And the kid was great with her. I mean, I hope she liked it. I liked her. So she liked us. Um, but let me tell you something. I want to tell you something. Um, here's the power. Here's the power of what this is. Okay. She was a very pleasant person. I liked her very much. She was very nice. And Liam liked her very much, and he thought she was very nice. And we get to talking and stuff, and I find out that she's a Christian who staunchly believes in the Bible and its teachings, and I'm an atheist, an agnostic, kind of leaning atheist myself. And you know what? We got together as friends. That's as diametrically as opposed as you can get. You can't get any. There is a God. I'm positive, and there's nothing you can say to change my mind. And that's her. I am. Now there's not. I've done. I've seen too much of the world to know that there isn't. There's not. This is all random chance. When you die, you go in the dirt and you become worm food. That's her. That's me. You couldn't get any more opposed than that. You know what? We got together. We had some laughs, and we had a great time. You know what we were doing? Fishing. That's the power of this, man. That's the power of this. So when the world's going to hell all around you, maybe you need to take some time and stop. And go do something where you can come together. And I like that. About that whole interaction. Victoria, I love meeting you. I wish Angela was here with us, because you guys would have chatted each other's ears off. But I really enjoyed meeting you. And you know what? I just tickled me pink that we can get together over fishing. And you know what? I'll tell you something. Here's another thing. As I said, I do not believe in God. I don't. I did at one point. And I was raised Roman Catholic, but I do not believe in God now. It's just like I said, I've seen too much. And then studied science in college. Here comes the geese. Watch this. Here they come. There they go. I'm gonna fly over. Bye, geese. All right, so anyway, so I do not believe in God. Oh, here they come again. They're gonna land. They're gonna land. I'll get my bait out of the way. Here they come. Yeah, Jeff left, so I think he kind of got the idea that no one liked him. No one likes you, Jeff. Jeff's just a, you know. Oh my God! Oh wait, are they coming in too? More over there. Anyway, maybe Jeff got a posse. He loses to girls, Jeff. So anyway, okay. We're gonna. So sorry, I'll get back to the subject. Flying over the. Oh, they land on the baseball field over there. All right, so we get back to Karen. Let's get back to Karen the Heron. So, now I used to be full on 100% atheist. There is no God. Period. Then I heard some stories about reincarnation, and my science brain is like, wait a minute, there's something here. And then I find out that there's a guy who studied this, and I'm putting I can't believe I never come prepared to these things. I just always start talking about whatever the hell I want to talk about. His name was Ian. Oh, what the hell's that guy's name? He's like the leading guy. Ian. It'll come to me later. Um, anyway, he did the experiments. He did the research. He did the experiments. He did scientific studies, peer-reviewed scientific studies. There's books. He wrote books. Anyway, so and I read about this. Anyway, I read this other book about a kid who was okay. So the story anyway is that he was he went down. He was another reincarnation story. He's this kid. Name escapes me again, but I know the story. But he went down in a dog fight. I think it was in World War II. It was in the Pacific. I think it was near Iwo Jima, and he went down in a dogfight, and he remembered going down the plane, and then catching fire in the cockpit. So the cockpit was on fire as the plane was going down the ocean. He knew his name. I think he would draw pictures of this stuff, and his mom was just the strangest thing. And then she started to keep a record of it as well. Anyway, he it's an amazing story. It's an amazing story. I'll look it up and add it to some. I don't know, add it to a note or something like that. Find out what this is. But he goes and meets the guys that were on his I'm talking about his past life now. Okay, the child goes and meets the guys from his past life that were still stationed if you're on a ship. Anyway, they were working on the ship in the Navy, um, and he goes to their reunions, because they have the veterans have reunions. So this guy brings his son, this kid, who's this reincarnation of this James. I forget the reincarnation of this guy who goes down this airplane, and he knows all the details about the ship, about the planes, about them, the other gentlemen there, and they are he knows personal information about these guys. So you read these stories, and there's a whole thing on Netflix too. And you read these things, and it's like, and there's spirit guides, and I'm like, there's so much woo woo, but like, there's people to go under hypnotism, hypnosis. It's just there's so many stories, story after story after story, and George Patton, General George S. Patton, knew without a doubt he was reincarnated. He was a reincarnated Roman general. He probably even knew the dude's name. So there's it's so the stories are so weird and bizarre, and I know that's a redundancy, but I don't care. There's something to it, and it completely freaks out my scientist brain, because it makes I mean, it's like Gunther Pauli says on the Big Bang Theory. It's practically Newtonian, dude, which is a good point. Conservation of energy. So anyway, here's the point. Here's the point I'm trying to get to. Nice. What's my point? My point is that you keep an open mind, okay, to things. It does nobody any good. It does anybody does nobody no good. It does nobody any. I don't know. Nothing good is gained from keeping a closed mind. Okay. Now, having said that, I'm going to say this. I have 2 depictions of Jesus Christ in my house. I know, I'm an atheist. I have 2 depictions of him. I have one of them on a crucifix. That was my grandmother's, because she was highly Roman Catholic. She met the Pope twice. Who's very Roman Catholic, my grandma. And then I have another little, it's like a little rubber little statue of Jesus. Just smiling, having a good time, Jesus. Good time, Jesus. Anyway, I have these 2 depictions of Jesus in my house on purpose. And the one isn't because my grandmother, who I loved, gave it to me. It's because I was just talking with Victoria about this yesterday. Hi, Victoria. Jesus is, I don't know the exact quote, but he told his disciples, and everyone else is teaching us to love each other as I've loved you. And you know what, dude? And that's such a simple statement. Such a simple statement. Love each other. Love each other. Now look around the world, man. Is that what we're doing, dude? So, I mean, it's not enough for me to go up and get communion every Sunday, or kneel to the power deity. But you know what? That's love each other, man. That's why Jesus gets a spot in an atheist house. That's why. So that's the message, man. That's the message I want to. That's the message I want to keep in my house. That's the message I want to teach to the kid. And it just reminds me we all have flaws, and you gotta love each other anyway, man. You at least do the best you can, dude. So, you better than those damn geese earlier. They were fighting. It's a different video. I'm sorry. So, I don't know. That's why I, an atheist, I have 2 little depictions of Jesus Christ in my house. And I will not apologize for it. So, I don't know. I just wanted to tell you how an atheist and a Christian got together last night over fishing, and we had a great time. We had smiles all around, and this one's getting chewed on. Smiles all around, and come on, man, take it. Smiles all around and everything, man. Victoria, I hope you had a great time, and I hope you subscribe to the Ick Boys. It was a kind of a low-key day, but that was kind of the great topper to the end of it, man. It's just, and she, we affected her life for the positive, and she affected our lives for the positive, and that's what we're trying to do here. So that's what we're trying to do here. So it's a win. It's a win. I'll leave it at that. People don't think nature be like it is, but it do.